A very good morning and welcome to Smart Minutes Business. My name is Masika Katsime and today is a Friday. We are wrapping up the week. It is the 17th of November 2023, and of course today is a beautiful day. Yesterday I believe people were into excitement as we are just counting down one day to make sure that we go all the way to Ginger. So all roads lead to Ginger today evening to witness the real wedding of the Chawazinga of Busoga. Well, I'm excited. I can't wait. Really, I'll be a spectator. But then definitely it is the wedding of the season. Well, of course, we're always here from Monday to Friday at from 7 a.m. till 9:55 a.m. And of course, today we're going to be looking at an interesting topic. Today being a Freestyle Friday, so we're going to be looking at the beauty and fashion industry in Africa. You know, beauty and fashion is the trend these days. You know, for you, even when you look at music videos, when you see in movies, it's all about fashion. You see people donning on Louis Vuitton. You know, Louis Vuitton. You see Versace. So definitely want to see the growing e-commerce presence in this very sector and mostly in Africa and how we are progressing. But anyway, before we dive deep into this conversation, let's first take a look at what is happening into the press, because interesting things actually gonna be taking down place today, and of course what transpired yesterday. Well, of course, starting off with the new vision, we see Works Ministry takes over roads tenders, and of course here we see President pledges to increase patriotism funding. So those the patriots should get ready to receive some finances right there. And of course how here in a series, how Arabs lost Zanzibar in 9 hours, and of course you could also learn a tip or two on how you can conquer just a place in just a few hours. And of course in Daily Monitor, making headlines here among slums breaks on agencies mergers. And of course the Speaker of Parliament yesterday asked pertinent questions about the process government was following to rationalize and merge over 24 agencies. And of course here, page 3, Chawazinga wedding to last only 2 hours. Wow. Wow, only 2 hours. So you're gonna be prepared just for 2 hours. Just the wedding is gonna last for 2 hours, which is not bad. And of course, those that into entertainment, karaoke seats are ready to burn you today on the 18th. That is what I was telling you. I noticed it's going to happen today. And of course, the Western region enjoys varsity loan most. And of course, here 7 tips youth on patriotism, like I'd shared on earlier. Well, of course, still making headlines here. Busoga royal wedding service to last 2 hours. Though it is the service, not the ceremony, the reception ceremony. So it is quite understandable. 2 hours is fair. And of course, woman demands 715 million from Busoga Kingdom. You know, those rumors. I don't know if the rumors, if they're true, about a woman. But anyway, get yourself a copy of the Daily Monitor so that you can digest more of these stories. Well, of course, still in the Daily Monitor, 7 to inspect NAM summit venues. Well, the president of Uganda has urged youth to embrace 6 loves of patriotism for betterment of themselves and the country. Well, of course, president is expected to visit different venues slated to host the non-alignment movement, that is the G77 summits scheduled in January next year. So it's going to be visiting the venues to see if they're really worth hosting some of the visitors. Like I shared yesterday, the Speaker of Parliament said that why is it we actually do a lot of work when we have visitors. So ahead of the G77 summit, which is going to be in Uganda, that is why the president is actually going to be inspecting these venues. Well, of course, Otafiri accuses finance of delaying police prison housing project. Well, that's when you get yourself a copy of the new the Daily Monitor. And of course, German envoy demands justice for 2020 riot victims. Well, of course, the German ambassador to Uganda, Mr. Mathias, asked for accountability and justice for victims of the November 2020 protests. Yeah, and of course, East African countries agree on a plan to reduce Lake Victoria accidents. Well, Uganda, Kenya, and Tanzania have agreed to implement a joint action plan to improve navigation on Lake Victoria to minimize the rising marine accidents on water and on water body and improve cross-border trade. Well, of course, you see Lake Victoria covers the major East African countries: Tanzania, Rwanda, and Tanzania, Kenya, and Uganda. So definitely they have to find means. And of course, the total of deaths that really happened, a total of 3,500 Ugandans in 74 lake districts drowned between January 2016 and June 2018. That is according to reports. And of course, more are still undergoing, still more are drowning. Few reports being. And of course, NEMA urges varsity students to avoid meat in carbon fight. Oh my goodness. Yes. Well, the National Environment and Management Authority, NEMA, has issued lifestyle guidelines for university students in a bid to fight carbon emissions. Well, you know those roadside meats are very affordable and very interesting. So, if you want to stay healthy, please stay away from those meats. You don't know there's dust, the fumes passing around. The environment is not usually conducive where those meats are served on the roadside. My goodness, that is why I think we have cases of food poisoning on the rise. And of course, in the title, in the notice titled "Steps to Reduce Campus Carbon Emissions," the Environment Watchdog advised students to give up meat for one day of the week to embark on eating more plant-based food. Yeah, organic foods. We have to consume more organic foods. Take vegetables, take greens. If you have like a small balcony, maybe your hostel or maybe your home, wherever you reside, you could actually plant something. Tomatoes, just go organic. Go organic. That's the healthy way to go for you to survive in this horrendous Uganda, where it is full of pollution and it's devastating. Well, of course, how to fight stigma against HIV positive individuals. Get yourself a copy of the new vision. Well, of course, Chinese envoys offers 356 million scholarships to Makerere students. Yes, so you can get yourself a copy of the new vision if you want to get to know the students that are going to benefit from these Chinese sponsorships. And of course, 70 pledges to increase funding for patriotism training. Yeah, I love your country, Uganda. I serve Uganda. I love Uganda. Yes. That is it for the patriots right there. And of course, the 16 districts are put on floods alert. There have been 16 districts that have been put on flood alerts. And of course, we see most of them are eastern part of Uganda that is more likely to face yes, we have Ntoroko, we have Buyende, we have Namaingo, we have Chikube, we have Palisa, we have Kagadi, we have Taleja, Chenjojo, Kaliro, we have Bugiri, we have Bubuku, we have Namatumba, we have Busia, we have Tororo and Budaka and Butero. So those are some of the districts that have been highlighted for flood alerts. So definitely, if you're among the mentioned districts, you should watch out and find alternatives on how to survive in this rainy period. And of course, tough penalties set for illegal use of explosives. Yes, those that use fireworks. Hey, things went down. People thought they were under attack when they were having fun in Nyege. When they blast fireworks, everyone was like, oh, what is that? What is that? Of course, Parliament has passed the Explosive Bill 2023. Explosives Bill 2023 with clauses that will punish the illegal use of explosives with a 10 billion fine. Oh my goodness, or 10 term jail, or jail term not exceeding 10 years. So yes, the bill also seeks to regulate the use, manufacture, or transportation of authorized explosives. Yeah, the bill protects and regulates the quarry and mining businesses that require blasting and use of explosives. Yeah, so for you to be able to, if you have a mining maybe place, so you have to be authorized by government, so for you to start using those explosives. You have to blast the ground for you to penetrate into it. So yeah, that is what is happening now. Uganda right there. And of course, city traders protest conduct of standards body. I know yesterday there was some supermarket that was they just ambushed them. They carried their things. It was actually Senena hypermarket. Yeah, they came in. UNBS came in and just invaded them and took their property. And of course, Casita came in complaining about this horrendous way of, embarrassing people, and of course urging so that maybe they could actually have a polite way of doing this. And of course, Saudi Africa Summit ushers in a new promise for African progress. That is in the comment section. You can read much more about that article. Well, we are just going to go for a short commercial break, but coming up is East Africa and business, international business news. Please do stick around. Have yourself a cup of coffee because it's a little bit cold morning.